Good morning. To be able to chat with you this morning from my sunshiny office. Last week we had 3 or 4 days where it was pretty dreary and rained practically all day. And out of all that rain, I got 1.6 inches of rain. I was hoping that we would get at least 2. But anyway, it helps, and I have to get my yard mowed later this morning. This week is a significant week as we work. Let me jump ahead to next week, week 6, when you preach your sermon. This week I substituted for our men's Bible study leader because he was out of state. And so as we gathered on Saturday morning, there were 4 of us. And one of them was me, and one guy had to leave early to go to work, so that was 3 of us. And it was the exact same thing I've said to some of you about preaching your sermon. If you don't have an audience, or you don't have much of an audience, it is so hard to get energized. I was visiting with a college professor yesterday, and he brought up the same thing. He has 25 or so kids in one class, and he has 6 in another. While the 6 is his preferred topic, he said, I have a difficult time getting energized to teach it. And I echoed what he had to say. It's an interesting issue. And when you do the videotaping, be sure that it is back far enough so that when you gesture or like that I can see your hands. And I also want to be able to see your full body. So those are just some clues as you work on preparing to have your sermon videotaped. The goals for this week are really exciting to me. It says, apply a gospel narrative to the lives of those who listen to you preach. And I would add a little phrase, after you have applied it to your own self. That's crucial. And then number 2, defend your reason for applying a gospel narrative in a particular way. And then 3, prepare a sermon manuscript for a gospel narrative which reflects the narrative's development and its big idea. As you work on that, think it through carefully. The discussion board picks up on that very topic. It says, describe how you intend to apply your assigned preaching text to the lives of your listeners. Now, the more candid we are with each other, the better we can help each other and ask questions, challenge what is being said. And then the second part of the discussion board is explain how it aligns with the gospel narrative's theological message and original intent. So we're in this together to learn, to gain experience, and work hard on that discussion board. It's not just a time to flip something in there, nor is it the place for us to just say, hey, good job, boy, keep it up. Work on it hard. We are starting a new book of Matthewson's this week, preaching the hard words of Jesus, the first 2 chapters, and then we continue on in his other book with chapters 6 and 7. The manuscript sample, be sure to check it out. It gives you a good idea. He has about a dozen lines on his 4th page. So I selected all, and when I did a space and a half, it came out 5 pages. I would really appreciate you presenting your manuscript in space and a half, but that means 3 pages, which is the assignment, about 3 pages, will come out 4.5 or 5 pages. So keep that in mind as you develop your manuscript. I've graded all the outlines that have been turned in. I welcome more this morning. I want to get those back to you so that you have time to move from your outline into your manuscript. And I want your manuscript early enough so that you can practice it in your preaching, for your preaching assignment. The manuscripts will take me a long time to grade. I'll probably spend in the realm of about an hour for each of you, maybe more. And so as we work on that, uh, I will give you suggestions. They will be my suggestions. It is not a demand that you do it as I suggest, but it's a work in progress, and that's what we're working on. Well, I had a great day yesterday preaching to a congregation who does not have a pastor at the moment uh, on 1 Corinthians 13. And part of my introduction was pastoral transitions can be times of tension and chaos. So, yeah, I think they caught the message. Love is the way. God bless you. You have a fantastic week.